Hi, good morning. Respected lecturer, professional, and fellow participant. Did you know that over 70% of international negotiation deals fail not because of price or product but because poor communication and misunderstanding during negotiation? First, my name is Sajinta and today I will share insight as an expert negotiator on how international negotiation and professional communication shape businesses and governments and relationship across border. The aim of this talk is to explore the importance of international negotiation, the role of communication, and how frameworks like Pestle Analyze help us understand the global business environment. Let's begin by understanding the basic question. What is the negotiation? Negotiation is essentially a structured communication process between two or more participants. The purpose of usually to reach an agreement, solve a dispute or find a solution to a common problem. When these parties come from different countries and often have different cultural backgrounds, it becomes what we call international negotiation. This makes the process more complex because cultural language, politics, and laws all play an important tools. For example, when two companies from different countries discuss a trade deal or when governments meet to sign the climate agreement, that is international negotiation in action. This slide explains why negotiation occur. First one, to agree on how to share or divide limited resources. For example, countries may negotiate over water, trade or land. Second, to create something new that neither party could achieve alone. This could be a partnership, a joint project, or an innovation that require cooperation. Finally, negotiation happen to resolve problem and distribute between parties whether at the international level or even in everyday life. Key elements of international negotiation. First one, preparation. Clearly establish what you want to achieve. Relationship, practice and active listening and understand. Research and identify the other party's strength, weakness, interested and likely alternative. Develop to determine your best alternative to a negotiated agreement to provide fallback position and strengthen your hand. Focus on interest, not position. Go beyond stated position to understand the underlying needs and motivation driving each party stance. Use objective criteria. Employ fair standard presence or market values to support proposed agreement, making them more acceptable to all parties. Effective communication. Practice active listening, understanding nonverbal cues, and adapt your style to ensure clear communication and avoid misunderstanding. Negotiation is important because it fosters win-to-win outcome, resolves conflict, and builds strong relationship by improving communication and trust. Conflict resolution. Negotiation offer a constructive way to address disagreement and prevent them from escalating, leading to more satisfying and stable resolution than argument or fighting. Achieving mutual benefit. Effective negotiation helps parties find common ground and explore creative solutions to expand possibilities. possibilities, building strong relationship through open and respectful dialogue, negotiation foster understanding, trust and rapport, which are essential to long-term collaboration and strong participation, improving communication, resource and time serving. Stages of negotiation. Positioning, that is, each party present its concept of the matter under negotiation, objective, expectation and preference. Reflection, evaluation and persuasion, that is, evaluation of the other position to determine points of conflict, argument, strength or weakness and attempt to persuade the other side to accept on one position. Adjustment, that is a series of reasonable adjustment and concession by each party until a mutually acceptable agreement is reached. Challenges in international negotiation. First one, cultural and differences, variation in communication styles, different approaches to decision making processes, divergent business etiquette, language barriers, misunderstanding and misinterpretation can arise from different language even with translator. Overcoming preconception, challenging one one's own and others' initial assumptions and biases about foreign cultures. This slide explains pestle analysis, which is sometimes referred and pest analysis is a concept in marketing principle. Moreover, this concept is used as a tool by companies to track the environment they are operating in or planning to launch a new project or product or service. First, P political, E economic, S social, T technological, L legal, E environment. Next one, political factors. Political factors play a significant role, especially when considering the location of your company. These factors can provide great opportunities, but they can also serve as exclusion criteria. Example, foreign policy, tax policy, economic policy, trade policy, system stability, security policy. Next one, economic factor. Your company needs to operate economically and be successful. The economic factors of the chosen business location play a role in this regard. Social, culture and technological factor. Depending on the chosen location, there may be difference in culture and social structure. This difference can extend beyond national and continental border. A business owner, you must be aware that other cultures may not necessarily resemble the German culture we are familiar with. Example, population structure, values and lifestyle, consumer behavior, education system. Next, technological factor. Technological factors should also with you company strategy. Technological aspect play a significant role, especially in choosing the business location. Example, information and communication technology, suppliers, logistic, energy supply. This slide, your company must with the legal rules of the country and be legally protected. Example, common law, court law, civil law. Next, environment factor. Environment factor, this factor focus on environment influence that can affect your company. First one, climate, country size, infrastructure, environmental production and recycling. This slide shows pestle analysis for Coca-Cola company. Advantages of a pestle analysis. It is a simple framework, easy to understand the conduct. It facilitates a better and broader understanding of a business environment. It also allows organization to spot a opportunity and to capitalize on them. It encourages organization to develop external and strategic things. The most talk advantage it enables an organization to anticipate future business threats and allows it to minimize or nullify in impact. Communication as a negotiator. First, evidence to support the one argument, clear presentation, presentation according to the listener needs, creativity has to the establish, emotion express must be a genuine. Keys to effective communication during the negotiation. First, give and get definition. Don't assume. Ask questions. Speak the same language. Stay tuned in. Give feedback on the behavior, not the person. Withholding feedback. How to communicate that during negotiation? First, create the party consistency and considers as much as possible. Create appropriate expectation in listener. Think from listener point of view. Break the instruction into simple steps. Use sign post to let the listener know what you are going the next. Continuously, uh, periodically summarize what you have told so far. Emphasize the main points. Encourage the feedback. Proceed with the instruction at a speed determined by the ability of the listener to comprehend. Use simple language. This slide shows communication with professional relationship. First one, what is the communication? Communication is the process of conveying and exchanging information, thoughts, emotion and ideas between two or more people through the various means including spoken words, written text, gestures and symbols. Verbal communication. Verbal communication is the using spoken language and the way it's delivered. It refers to the form of communication in which message is transmitted verbally. Communication is done by word of mouth and piece of writing. Spoken, it includes face-to-face conversation, speech, telephone conversation, video, radio, television, voice over internet. Communication is influenced by pitch, volume, speed and clarity of speaking. Written communication conveying messages through the text such as emails, letters and messages. Written signs or symbols are used to communicate. Written communication message can be transmitted via email, letter, report, memo. Written communication is most common form of communication being used in business. Non-verbal. Non-verbal communication employing gestures, facial expression, body language and other visual cues. Non-verbal communication is all about the body language of speaker. Elements: speaker, clothing, hairstyle, neatness, use of cosmetics. Surrounding: room size, lighting, decoration, furniture. Body language: facial expression, posture, gesture. Students, less sounds, voice tone, volume, speech rate. Barrier of communication. This slide show filtering, language problem, sender has low creditability, situation circumstance, strong emotion in either sender or receiver, fields of expression from the world around us, clutter, noise, string, attention spans, lack of motivation on either side. This is the barrier of communication. A big thank you to for giving me this platform to share in my side. Thank you for your time. If you have any further questions or would you like to continue the conversation, feel free to connect with me.